Hi, my name is Scott Schindledecker and I'm an experimentation specialist at LaunchDarkly. Today, I'm going to take you through how to create an experiment in LaunchDarkly. So we're going to open up the experimentation builder and walk through how to take your first feature flag and turn it into your first experiment. Let's get started. So the experiment that I want to set up is based on offering a number of days of free trial to our brand new customers. I've got a feature flag set up that's controlling how many free days that we're going to offer for our experiment. And I'm going to try this out. I'm already running an experiment here, but I want to run a different experiment only for our cat owners. Maybe they've got a different tolerance for number of free days, and we can take advantage of that. I'm in my feature flag. I have my rule set up. And I'm going to go over here to the Experiments tab in my side browser, and I am going to click plus. This isn't the only way that you can get to our experiment creation, but this is the quickest way to go right from a flag directly into an experiment so you know that this is the exact flag that we want to use. So I'm going to run my cat users free trial days experiment, and I'm gonna put in a hypothesis here. So now that we've started to create our experiment, we've got a whole bunch of space in front of us that tells us a whole lot of information. And as you can see, because we've started with our feature flag, I already have all of the different options for our variations that I can serve already. Over here on the right hand side of your screen is an overview of the experiment as we've been setting it up, and as we make changes this will update. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to choose a simple feature change experiment. I'm just rolling out this new feature and want to attach some metrics to it. I'm going to verify that the name of my experiment and my hypothesis are correct. I'm going to select my randomization unit. So this can be any sort of context that you would choose. So I am going to select our users. I want to understand how this is impacting our user behavior. So I'm going to randomize by our users. And I'm going to select our new metric that we just created. Free trial click. This is the new metric that we had just set up a second ago. So we've got our primary metric. I can add additional metrics if I choose to my experiment as secondary metrics to give me a better picture over what our users are doing. We've got our flag, so let's configure that. And since I wanted to run this only for my cat users, I'm going to select my experiment audience to use this rule that I had defined. What this will do is attach the experiment to that specific flag rule, and only users whose pet type are cat will be included in our experiment. As I move down along, I get more fine-tuned control over the audience of my experiment, including the ability to add mutually exclusive layers, which is an advanced capability. We can control how much of our overall population do we want to include in this measurement. This can be very powerful if we want to, say, start with a smaller population, and as we build trust, increase the amount of people exposed to our experiment. In order to do that, you may decide that you want to make sure that your users retain the same assignment that they did before. And we have in our experimentation tool the capability to allow you to retain that stickiness as you make structural changes to your experiment. Next, I'm going to select the variations that I want to serve. So maybe for my cat users, maybe I have a hypothesis here that my cat users are actually going to respond better to a shorter time frame. So I can choose any of the variations that I'd like to choose, and I can split these as I would like. I've chosen to split them equally because that makes sense to me for this test, but that's configurable for you. As you can see, our update has been making changes as we go along, and now we only show the three variations that we're going to try. I'm going to choose my statistical approach. Again, we can handle both Bayesian and frequentist measurement styles. To stay simple, I'm going to choose our Bayesian analysis methodology. We also have additional capabilities for attaching holdouts to do longer term cumulative measurements, or to set up attributes to allow first level slicing and dicing of your experiment. All kinds of different highly configurable options to allow you to set up the experiment that you care about. Once I'm done and everything is configured correctly, I'm going to hit save on this experiment. And if I click start, we are off to the races. I am up and running. My experiment is up and running. And if I go look at my flag, you will see it now attached to my flag rule so that cat users are going to try my free trial. After a few days of receiving data, we're going to now be able to understand which one of these versions should we offer to our customers. All right, and just like that, we're done. Our experiment's set up and running, and we're collecting data. This is the first step to allow us to make better data-driven decisions based off of our features that we're releasing to market using LaunchDarkly's experimentation. If you have any questions or want to get started, please feel free to come to our website at launchdarkly.com and look at our documentation, or reach out to us to help you get started. Thank you and have a great day.